My name is Rachel. This is my cello. The funny thing about this cello is I actually don't know a lot about cellos. I wouldn't consider myself primarily a cellist, and so I don't really know the history of it, but I got it from a friend a long time ago because I always loved the sound of the cello. So he offered to sell it to me, which seemed kind of crazy to me because I was like, I don't know how to play the cello. And he said, but if you buy the cello, then you're going to have to learn. You're not going to buy a cello and not learn. And that made a lot of sense to me. So I thought, sure, that's a good idea. I'm going to buy this cello from my friend. I've played violin since I was 8. But I think I also didn't know about cellos. It's possible that if I had heard a cello back then, I would have picked the cello. With the cello, I think because I don't know that much about it, and I'm used to this one, very happy with it. There's nothing in particular that I think, that is lacking to me. I'm sure someone who knows a lot more about cellos would say, oh, why don't you get one that's like has this quality or something? But I don't know about all that, so I'm actually really happy with it. I never actually play cello with my band. The cello is just so inconvenient to carry around, and it doesn't project very well with the other instruments. I've tried, putting a pickup like over here that goes, it like has a thing that slides under the bridge. And there's always a lot of feedback, so that's a big problem. So I'd like to get an electric, but it wouldn't replace this one. I definitely feel bonded to it. I actually tend to get attached to objects in general, so it's kind of weird, but I think I do particularly get attached to musical instruments, and even if someone was going to give me a much more expensive one, it had to be a trade, it would be very hard to think about it. I can't say which way I'd go on that, but it would definitely be a hard decision to make. Of course, people do that all the time. They sell their instrument, they upgrade. But I think it's really hard to think about it, unless you bought it with already having that in mind. I would be very upset about letting go of it, but I also see how when you change instruments, you really grow as a player. And it's inevitable. Everybody does that. So it's something that you have to be prepared to do when the time comes.